but I can't represent myself. I am myself. I'm a Moorish American national.
You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail. He has 3 separate driving suspended charges. That was 213 ST alleges driving suspended. Second offense.
Welcome back, folks. Today's episode is a wild one, featuring a sovereign citizen who seemed to think court dates were more like optional calendar invites. He skipped not 1, not 2, but 3 hearings like they were dentist checkups he could blow off without consequence. Spoiler alert, the judge was keeping score. When the guy finally decided to grace the courtroom with his presence, he walked in with the attitude that the system was somehow targeting him, when in reality, he just got outsmarted by a calendar app. The judge? Cool as a cucumber but clearly done with the nonsense. He delivered a takedown so sharp and smooth, it felt like it belonged in a courtroom drama. Honestly, it's wild how some people think ignoring the law magically puts them above it, as if flaking on legal obligations just makes them invisible. Newsflash, it doesn't. It just makes you late and guilty. What do you think? Should folks like this even get another day in court, or should judges just bring the hammer down full force the moment they show up?
On January 31st, 2021, here in St. Joseph County. File 202073 alleges driving suspended on September 17th here in St. Joseph County. I think there may be a speeding charge with that. File 202653 also charges driving suspended second offense and forgery and speeding. All those matters were scheduled for jury trial today, November 10th. Mr. Morrow Bay wishes to represent himself on these matters. He has a perspective on the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code that disagrees with the state's version of it, but he didn't want an attorney and didn't wish to have representation. He wanted to represent himself in all of these matters. So we treated him like an attorney. We set the matter for a final pretrial to prepare for jury trial. And he didn't show up. So there are presently 3 arrest warrants for Mr. Morrow Bay's arrest for failing to appear for duly scheduled last pretrials about 3 weeks ago. We don't show up on the morning of trial with a basket full of papers and inconvenience 30 to 50 jurors who have to come in and hear your case and several witnesses without preparing for it. So we scheduled a pretrial conference and you didn't show up. So I've called off the jurors for today and the prosecutor has called off all the witnesses. And there are currently 3 separate warrants for your arrest for failing to appear. But you're here now.
I think I was unaware.
We sent that to the address that you gave us. And if you're representing yourself, you need to act like you're representing yourself. We sent you duly notice to your Sage Street address in Kalamazoo. The same notice you got for this.
I don't live there anymore, and I can't represent myself. I am myself.
All right, well, I'm not clairvoyant. I don't know that you moved. So, Mr. McNair, you're driving me crazy. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. You're walking all over the place and flashing the screen and giving me vertigo, and you're sideways and upside down. So I'll be with you in a bit. Don't go away. Yes, that's your position. Then you're not doing a very good job of it, because you didn't tell me where you lived. You didn't show up for a pretrial while we prepared for this. And now you come rolling in with a hat on the morning that your 30 or 40 jurors are supposed to be here. That's not a very good way to do business.
It's my religious headdress. I'm a Moorish American national.
Yes, I recall. All right.
Proven jurisdiction to begin with.
Ms. Davis is here.
I'm still
Ms.
waiting for
On
jurisdiction.
behalf of the prosecutor's office, Ms. Davis, you have any thought on this?
And can we talk about the fashion choices? Because I genuinely don't understand how sovereign citizens always manage to show up to court dressed like they just sprinted out of a gas station with a bag of chips. This guy strolled in wearing what looked like laundry day essentials, hoodie, hat, and probably some slides lurking off camera. And somehow, he thought this was the outfit that would win over a judge? Like, bro, you're literally on trial, maybe. Try not dressing like you just woke up in your car. It's even more ironic when these same folks start ranting about respecting the Constitution and knowing their rights, but can't be bothered to show basic respect for the courtroom by putting on a button-up. If you really believe the judge holds no authority, why even bother showing up at all? Then again, considering he already skipped 3 court dates, it's safe to say his decision-making skills aren't exactly rock solid. At this point, it wouldn't shock me if he thought showing up looking like an off-brand movie extra was part of some genius legal strategy.
Your Honor, I would ask that he be held in contempt for failing to appear at the last pretrial. I would also ask that an order enter regarding discovery if all of these items that he's holding on to are intended to be used as exhibits at the trial. I would like to have copies of those so that we can be prepared. Also, I'd like to have our motion for joinder of the cases heard so we can settle that matter prior to choosing the jury and having another date set.
Right in the middle of my busy arraignment morning when I have 14 people waiting to be arraigned, that probably won't work out too good. But it's all on him. He didn't show up. He also got notice of your motion. Mr. Morrow Bay, do you have documents that you were going to present as part of your defense?
I mean, I mailed in documents and I never got a response.
Well, did you have some? Do you have some you wish to present?
So I mailed in an affidavit to you more than once, and this is also my legal notice for my lawful name change, because I put it on the record that I'm a Moorish American national and I'm not American or a U.S. citizen. Excuse me. I'm a man of the land. I'm native to the land. So so a lot of these rules that the state of Michigan is creating is not applicable to me, unfortunately. I was trying to be respectful to the court and let the court know since the beginning in a respectful manner. And I have lots of documentation to prove it.
All right. I want you to take Mr. Perdue into custody. We're going to execute the 3 bench warrants that are currently out for his arrest for contempt. We'll take him to jail and we'll make an arrangement later to discuss.
Are you arresting me right now?
I don't have time to do it now. Thank you. Bye. Mr. Perdue, you're going to jail, the St. Joe County Jail here in St. Joe County, and I'm going to hold on to you in lieu of 3 $1,000 bonds till we can review your contempt and the other things we need to deal with. But if you're going to represent yourself, you need to do it right. You need to show up when you're supposed to show up. You need to follow the rules of evidence and procedure. You don't just come in and say, I'm my own country, I'm going to do what I want. So you're going to jail.
I was unaware.
The bond is $1,000 per file, and I will talk with you later. So right now you're going to the St. Joe County Jail. All right, we'll deal with him, Deborah, when we have more time. But he's clearly in contempt. And he is himself. We'll see if we can sort that out.
That hearing? Pure courtroom theater. It was like watching a slow-motion car crash, chaotic, cringe, and impossible to look away from. The guy strutted and ready to deliver what he clearly thought were mind-blowing truth bombs, but all he did was build a case against himself, one rambling sentence at a time. Judge Middleton, ever the professional, didn't flinch. He let the guy talk himself into a corner, then smoothly ordered his arrest like he was casually picking lunch. No yelling, no drama, just total command of the courtroom. What's truly baffling is that this guy, with 3 missed court appearances already in the books, thought this was the moment to start ranting about how he doesn't identify as part of the legal system. Really? You're standing in a U.S. courtroom, wearing clothes bought with U.S. dollars, and somehow think you're exempt from U.S. law? That's giving major, I want the benefits, but not the rules energy. Sovereign citizens love pretending that laws only apply if they believe in them, like their Santa Claus or horoscopes. But sorry, that's not how it works. The law doesn't care about your self-proclaimed title or whatever conspiracy-fueled rabbit hole you dove into at 2 a.m. If you break the rules, there are consequences, period. Judge Middleton handled it with grace and restraint, which was honestly a masterclass in courtroom patience. But what do you all think? Should the judge have shut him down earlier, or was it more satisfying watching him dig his own legal grave? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if courtroom chaos is your thing, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on. I've got plenty more legal madness coming your way daily. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.